always the best test when it comes to work. But it would always be better during the summer with the humidity in Florida. Right now, I think it's only like, I would say 75 maybe outside, but the humidity is pretty low. And I'm also going to try out the professional makeup, the eyelid primer. So for the do, let's get this video started. And I also redid the background. My husband and I did it last night. And I am in love with it. Right now is the best time period to get your light up background with all the Halloween decorations over with and the Christmas decorations coming out. These were like $2-3 each. And I actually still have the box in the room because I didn't really clean up that area. But these are the ones that I got and a little bit of inspo from the picture. And then we spent a good like hour and a half stringing it along, trying to get a good vibe, everything going with how like square boxes, all of it. So will help improve my stuff. All right, so obviously starting off with the poreless primer. So I saw that you're supposed to only use like a little bit at a time, not very much, like a rice size, but probably a little bit more for that for a full effect. And you use your fingers, so a little goes a long way. We'll see about that. Ooh. This is definitely a little, I can feel it sticking more onto the skin than the Smashbox primer. Eyelids, everything. And getting my neck. My nose, everything. So far, my skin doesn't feel tacky. It feels nice and smooth from it, especially putting it on. A little bit hydrated, but not too much, so it's not too oily. This is as much as I used from it. I probably want to get a little tool to get it out instead of just having to dip my fingers. And I just put my thumb in it. Instead of having to put my fingers directly into the pan, because I want to make sure all my skincare, all those products don't get any too much oil or anything on them. All right, so starting off with my Kat Von D neutral lights and see how that goes on. Wet my sponge. All right. Alright, so far I do feel like it's grabbing onto the foundation pretty well. It's easy to blend it out. It's not difficult. And I do have some acne going on, so it definitely smoothed the acne out. Alright, move that around and down low. Alright. So, makeup on my lips. Alright, so far I definitely do see a difference of it, just like more of the foundation adhered to my face instead of just sliding around, and I feel like it's definitely going to stick a little better, but we will see throughout the day. And I'm going to do all my normal stuff now, completely with it, all the way from the concealer to the powder. So we are going to get that started. The foundation, all my basics on before I start doing my eyes, and I don't put highlighter on until after because I want it as gleaming and everything as possible. So we are going to start off with this. If I can figure out, I knew it had one of those plastic things around it. All right. So this is what it looks like. This one is the whitest because I really want to see if my eyeshadow is going to really pop. So I'm going to use a lighter shade today just to really like see if it works. And I'm definitely going to designate a brush for this. So I have to find a super clean one that I don't ever use otherwise. Get there we go. Not going. All right. See, looking. One that I don't feel like I use them so much, like all of them. I do. I totally do. I'm gonna go with my first instinct and grab this one. And it's to be a small. There's also plastic that is so clear on that, and I totally did not see it. How do you get it off without damaging the product? All right, just a little bit of damage trying to get that off. All right, so I'm gonna start. Whew, that is white. All right. So it looks like definitely a little is going to go a long way. I'm trying to blend that out. Very light up here. So it looks a little on the chunky side. So definitely a little will go a long way. So you don't want to use too much of it. All right, now for the other side. All right, so I'm just going to let it dry for a minute and then we'll be right back and we'll get started on applying the eyeshadow. Alrighty, so I did let it dry and so far I can see a little bit of creasing. Maybe my eyeshadow will hide that. I'm hoping. All right, so now to apply the first layer and then speed up the video. All right, I want to do something light. What makeup look am I feeling today? Blues or pinks or... I think I will do a little bit of light blue for today. So I'm going to go in with Entitled as like the main shade of everything. Just gonna grab a brush. So far that is full pigmented. Alright, so that concludes the makeup look for today and testing out the products. So I did have a little oopsies. These are the last day of these eyelash extensions, so they were a little trouble getting on. But other than that, so far I want to say the professional makeup and the shade of white definitely made my eyeshadow pop. Less use of product because it was already just full coverage right off the bat. And then the Poreless Putty, like that was actually very close to like the primer that I use, but more of all like it was more smooth, like it soaked in better. It created a nice barrier, and see for yourself so far. And then a close up of at least so far. I want to say I do look pretty, skin wise looks pretty flawless, and I will give you an update when I get back from work. Currently I don't work till 4:30, and I started this process at about 12:40, so I will let you guys know. So we'll see, and stay tuned for the rest of the video. All right, so I just got done with work. It is now 9:10. So I do feel like that the Professional Makeup, the white eyelid primer, has definitely lost some pigment. It isn't like as true blue as it was before. And the primer creasing a little bit under the eyes, but that I do notice a little around the nose because it's cold. My nose has been running. But more of all, it still feels like super smooth. The forehead looks good. Like, I do see my pores for sure, and then a little bit rubbed off on my chin, but I was eating at work, so like there's that, but it actually held up pretty well. But definitely around my nose from it like running when it was at work. And then I will show you the pigment from by Pigment. So the eye primer. And then I will, because I'm going to take my makeup off soon, so we'll just do how pigmented. So this is how pigmented it was to start off with, and then this is it now. So a little fallout for sure. So that is the video. So I will try, maybe it's not using the primer putty and just using this on my eyelids, maybe combining them didn't work out. I will try a different way and update you in another video in the future. But until then, this is an but I will try giving it another try. But the primer, definitely for sure, I can still see my highlighter, and I think I held it pretty darn well. So everybody has a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Bye!